I'm getting ready to leave. I'm gonna leave pretty soon to go to Boardwalk 11 and do my karaoke thing. But I was watching that Steve Harvey bit because I love Office humor. I love Office humor, and it's so hilarious because like we had a situation like that when I was on the Canvas campaign, right? We had a situation where day one, I'm not going to drop any names, so I should not be compromising anything. I'm not going to drop any names, but day one, I was in charge of new hire training at this point because I was in charge of new hire training because I was bit by a dog and I was on modified duties, right? And so I was doing new hire training. Day one, he was combative. He was a problem in new hire training, right? And I relayed this to my bosses. I'm like, I don't know about this guy. I think he's going to be a problem for us. He ended up getting assigned to a team. I'm not going to say which team. And I was getting reports back from the team leader that she was able to coach him and make him a better person, right? He was telling her what she wanted to hear, right? He was totally flaking off. He ended up having to be fired, right? Because he wasn't getting the job done. But it was so hilarious when he got fired. And I could totally see this coming. Because we did not have really good procedures in place for like just HR procedures at all. Safety, hiring and firing practices. Like we didn't have documented job descriptions when people got hired. We didn't have offer letters. We didn't document like how much like offer how much you were going to get paid. Like these things were not being done, right? So, dude, I thought it was hilarious that this fucking happened. Dude gets fired and says, I want my last paycheck. Give me my money right now. Give me my fucking money. And obviously they didn't think that far ahead, right? So they did not have the check ready for him. He ended up sitting in the lobby, making all of us uncomfortable. Not me so much, but like everybody else was like uncomfortable that he was like sitting in the lobby waiting for his paycheck for fucking hours. And every time I walked by him, I just like chuckled to myself because I thought it was so fucking funny that he was pulling his workers' rights. I thought that was fucking hilarious. And apparently, like, I'm not gonna say who was involved in this bullshit, but the dude who did fire him was like, okay, you're not fired, you're on suspension. And he's like, no, you already told me I'm fired. I'm not on suspension. I'm already fired. Give me my fucking money. So good. That's why that Steve Harvey bit like cracks me up. Like it fucking cracks me up so hard because like yeah, I mean that's if you're gonna fire people, you better have the money ready. You better have that money ready. I think it's you can deliver it within 72 hours. Um, in the Steve Harvey bit, he's like, you got the employer is like, I have 2 weeks to get it to you. Maybe that's true in other states, but it's not true in California. You have to pretty much deliver it at departure. But if not, I think the code is something like 72 hours, like 3 business days, basically.